Hello, and welcome to the Fort Pitt Piano Company. My name is Joe Ravita, Company Manager. Today we're going to discuss some specific parts of the piano that almost are never part of the conversation while you're selecting a piano. These are major points that make your investment work or not work, depending on what you need. We're going to talk today about Essex Grands. They're designed by Steinway. They make two models, an EGP-155, which is 5'1", and an EGP-173, which is 5'7". Now, this piano is also owned and designed by Steinway. So you're getting their competence and their idea of what a fine piano should be. First of all, it's a low tension scale piano. Now, what does that mean? The strings are not pulled to the maximum. So by not doing that, you get better tone, clearer tone, much warmer sound, and it actually helps the playing of pianissimo particularly. So that's the first thing we do. The next thing we're going to talk about is the rim in the piano. Every piano has two rims. There's an inner rim that the soundboard sits on, and there's the outer rim which supports the superstructure of the piano. Our inner rim in this piano is beech. It's a very hard wood. It's used quite a bit in European handmaids as well. The outer rim of this piano is Asian maple. Now, why is this all important? Well, we're probably the only piano in this price point that will tell you what's in that rim, inner or outer. And by doing that, we're showing you that we use the best possible products. The next thing is the soundboard. Everybody has got one. These are solid spruce sounding boards, but we taper these sounding boards. Now, what does that do for you? When you taper a sounding board, you make sure that by the time the sound gets out from the center of the piano to the ends of the soundboard, there isn't more wood than there is energy. That is rare in a piano of this size and in this price point. We do it in every piano. And the reason why most don't, you have to change the math in every piano to do that, so you're basically redesigning a piano every time for every model. It's not cheap. We aren't here to build a cheap piano. We're here to build the best piano we can for a reasonable price. The next thing we talk about here are the bridges. Very, very important. When you push key, the hammer comes up, strikes the string. The string vibrates. The vibrations go through the bridge to the sounding board. Now, ridges have to be very hard because all the down-bearing pressure, which can be tons, is on that bridge from that string. Now, by having a solid bridge, what happens is you are subjected to whatever grain run is in that piece of wood at that given time. So when the sound goes down through the bridge to the sounding board, it moves basically in the grain run that's in that piece of wood. We have no way of knowing what that is. But there is a bridge called a vertically laminated bridge. It's where the same hard maple used in that bridge are cut in vertical laminations. So when the sound goes down, it's going 2 points, top to bottom. We all know the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. By doing that, you take out all the moving and all the variations possible. By the time that sound in that millisecond gets down to the sounding board, it's lost almost nothing. It's pure, it's cleaner, better sustained, better holding power. Again, very few pianos do this anywhere near this price point or in this marketplace. The third thing we have are special hammers in there. They're a much softer hammer than you usually find in pianos of this type because we're using a low tension scale. Everything works together to bring pure, clear, warm tone, better sustain, better dynamic control even for a smaller piano. This is things you do not get. Also in this model, something very unusual. There's a sostenuto pedal in this piano. It is a working sostenuto pedal. Most pianos in this category don't have it. I don't understand why, but it's something that just is not there with every piano you're going to get. So if you're looking for something that's going to give you the best possible parts, the best possible sound, the backing of the world's best piano company, Steinway Sons, and will be at a price point that's surprisingly competitive, come and see us here at Fort Pitt Piano and see the Essex Grands. We have them in stock. We're here in the Strip District. Hope to see you soon.